Okay, I'm back at the Crescentia Valley, Montrose, California area that Agnes Richards created in 1923. So it is 2022, and I'm going to take a look around here in Montrose. For those that love history, this is the corner of Honolulu and Pleasure Way. And you can see the Rockhaven.org, saverockhaven.org. You can go on there and you can donate. And I'm not promoting anybody. I am actually just live in Montrose, California. I love to walk, and I just came across this beautiful place here. And to reiterate, in 1923, Agnes Richards opened up this beautiful safe haven for people with mental illness. So we're looking over here on the east side of Rockhaven. So this is what it looks like. I apologize for the gate. It is locked up. I'm not sure if anybody lives here on the grounds, but it does look like they try and keep it up. So let's continue around. The Crescentia Valley had the healthiest air quality in the U.S., and as early as the 1870s, people were coming to live and rest in local health resorts. I'm walking around Rockhaven right now. So many more were to follow, and the valley had some 20 sanitariums. Most of them were for respiratory diseases, but a few were for treating mild nervous disorders or mental illness. So Agnes Richards opened up Rockhaven to help mental illness people here. And you know, back there, considering they didn't have the knowledge that they do today, so I can see where the mild nervous disorders would kick in. I do believe that the pharmaceuticals in the last 100 years have just, they've helped humanity, but also hasn't helped humanity. And, right after the COVID, we're back to, once again, where people, are having a really tough time in life here. Forgive me for I'm out of breath here because there's some climbing here to go around. Again, I apologize for the fence, but I'm not sure what was here back in 1923, but it is, you can see the gate. It's actually stone. And I do hear an air condition. So it looks like someone is living there, which is good. Give some energy and life to this place. Someone needs to come in from Glendale, since they own it, and do something with this. There's so many humanitarian projects that would be wonderful to help people, women, men that are coming out of sex trades. Anybody that's following the news will know what I'm talking about. And my heart is just really there for women, especially that are coming out of the sex trafficking as well as the child trafficking. And this would be a beautiful place to to help people to get out of that horrible trauma from their past. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit more what Agnes Richards did. So let's see. In the 1920s, a nurse from the Midwest came out to serve the people of LA and opened a garden sanctuary. Her creation, Rockhaven, is the last remaining example of the sanitarium businesses that built the Crescentia Valley. Agnes was born in Europe and immigrated to the Midwest as a young girl. As soon as she was old enough to work, she got a job at a mental hospital in Nebraska. And in Chicago, after the tragic death of her husband, just after the birth of her son, she got a degree in nursing. She served the Red Cross during World War I, and then came out to work at Patton Hospital in San Bernardino. Later, she went to LA. Let's see what else it says. She came to LA. She earned an RN. During this time, she was appalled at the treatment of the mental patients, particularly women. So in 1923, she found a Little Rock house in Verdugo City, and had 6 patients. She began Rockhaven, a place run by women for women. In 1924, her unique dignified treatment attracted many others, and she needed to expand. She began by buying neighboring houses, and in the 30s she started adding buildings designed by local contractors. After 30 years, Agnes was ready to travel, and her granddaughter, Patricia Traviss, was ready to step in. She had practically grown up at Rockhaven and slipped easily into leadership, keeping the women active and planning all kinds of activities on and off the grounds. Together, the women brought in Ivan Cole, a talented, well-trained gardener who transformed the gardens into a utopia of flowers and foliage. The grounds won several awards as well as verbal praise. Okay, so let's keep walking around this beautiful grounds. You can see all the foliage behind, covering the beautiful old buildings within. So this side doesn't have those beautiful gates that we saw on the Honolulu side. This side, I don't know what was here a long time ago, but I love the stone that is still here, and they've put, a fence in. So look at here. You can imagine the people that were back there enjoying the beautiful LA County weather with respiratory issues, as well as the women that had some nervous disorders, as they called it in those days. So here's a driveway you can see. And then looking to the right, it looks so peaceful. Imagine, in the 20s, 30s, 40s, people walking around, enjoying the beautiful scenery of the mountains and enjoying the essential oils that come onto them from the trees. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you love history as much as I do.